afternoon.
So let me think, Thomas, to see.
I sent him a ping in Slack.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I didn't realize you already had the link in the invitation.
Yeah. So I was just thinking of doing this using the API.
Yeah, that just the way you think is best. I'm just here to watch over your shoulder and just to get an idea of how one person might do it.
Yeah. So just to give you an example, can you see the terminal correctly?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you take a look here, so this is the project ID for the runner, and I'm just filtering by review docs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this will return a page noted response, and here we have all the information about each environment, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I was planning to do is something really simple. Just taking this response, looping through the code, and sending a delete environment request.
So there's stop and delete for environments. What's the difference? Because when you stop, like if you physically stop in the interface, the environment disappears.
Yes.
So it feels like a stop is similar to delete.
No, you can stop a staging environment, but the staging environment still exists. When you stop an environment, GitLab will not serve traffic to it, but it's still there, unless in case you want to redeploy to it or restart it.
Okay.
And then delete is just actually just removing all of it.
So does it do a stop and delete at the same time?
I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing so.
Let's hope so. We can try it on one and see how it goes.
Yeah, so let's try to do, let's go to review docs, show up.
That's a lot of white space.
Yeah. Let's try and delete this environment with this ID. So if we go to here, let me see what the URL is. Environments. It's project ID environments in that environment. And we have to send each request. Yeah. So here, I don't know if you noticed, but this is the type of request we need to send to the API.
Gotcha.
So this time we're sending a delete request to this URL. If we take a look, 40204 is the correct response because it says it returns 204.
Yeah.
So if we refresh, it should be 404. Now, we confirm that part. Let's see if we have any active ones, stopped ones, and see what happens if we delete. So in a stopped environment, you can deploy it again. Like for example, redeploy the environment, right?
Yeah.
The difference between like a stopped one is still available here. You can redeploy it and things like that. So if we take this one, for example, and try and delete it. That will be removed as well. So in this case, I think we can delete all of them. I don't think we will disrupt anything merge request wise. Because
not in runner, I don't think so.
Yeah. If we delete an environment in an open merge request, we can just rerun the pipeline and it will recreate the environment.
Yeah, and it's only for reviewing, so it's not gonna
Yeah.
it's not gonna affect the MR itself.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking just doing this with Go just because that's the language I know, and we can
Sure.
do it in Bash, but that's going to just take a long time. So if I go to Go, or let's just name it. Is the text okay for you?
Yep.
So first thing would be send request, right? Get environment ID, delete environment ID. So let's start with getting the request. So for the request, we do need the token, and I have it saved in an environment.
Yeah, I saw that. That's very smart for a video.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna use OS. I think it's OS get. Yeah, always get that. And then whatever it
Yeah.
Let me set up the input.
So are you going to write it to go through one at a time, or to list them all, scrape the IDs, and then delete them?
I'm gonna scrape the IDs and delete them one by one.
Okay.
And the reason for that is the API does not seem to support bulk deletes, not from I can see. And the list environments does not seem to give a proper pagination response. So it just sends an array and that's it. It does not give you. Do you know what pagination is, or?
No.
Okay. So pagination is like this. We have 1, 2, 3, right in here.
Yeah.
And so one, it does not send a giant request to the user, so it's less overwhelming to the user, and it's even a resilient thing from the backend to not have like someone requesting the event.
Oh yeah, so if you're getting like 12,000 environments, that's going to be a big load on the system.
Exactly. So we just return 20, so we're not DDoSing ourselves. And I want to do some kind of sleep in between after 20 deletes. And the reason for that, this is just purely as a production thing. Like databases are replicated. So when we delete a record, it has to be replicated through all the databases. And if we delete a bunch of them, we might increase the replication lag. So we're just going to do some sleeps just because we're deleting a bunch of records at the same time. We try not to affect production that much.
Yeah, I actually have to go through the API docs and check to make sure that all of the APIs that do support pagination are have it documented whether they do or they don't, because like you just said, you look and we don't know. So that's actually that Axel asked me to look into.
So if we take a look at the response, let's see. Ideally, it should be on the top. Yeah. Oh, they're in the header here, I think. Yeah. So X total pages, total 502. They're in the header here. So I was wrong.
Sorry. So this is 502 entries, which adds up to 26 pages.
Yes.
Okay.
Each page has 20 entries. So if we do 502 division by 20, it's 25. And it's saying 26.
Yeah.
25.1.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
So does this when it outputs in pages, like if you're just in links, you would get like hit spacebar for more type thing. Is this the same idea?
Sorry?
How does pagination work like here in the display? Like, can you just keep scrolling down and keep going and going? Or do you have
I have to send another
request the next page? I see. Okay.
I'm not too sure how to do it, so let's see the documentation. So, yeah, pagination here.
Perfect. Per page.
Yeah, so,
that's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if
default 20 max 100. That's useful.
So let's try and do this. Page.
We should get 6 pages.
No, I might have done something on that side. Let's see what this is. It doesn't use and then it.
Page equals.
Oh yeah. Because the URL was not constructed correctly. I used the question mark here and the question mark here. This one.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so let's send it to Finn so we can see it correctly. Got it.
Doesn't like the inner lines.
Yeah.
We can just scroll.
Yeah. So here, yeah, per page 100, total 500, and we have 6 pages. So we can do it like this. This is actually better. And then we can go to page 1, 2, and 3, and 4.
Nice.
Okay, so HTTP get. So ideally, you wouldn't use this on the production Go code, but since it's a one-off thing, you can just do it like this. We want a GET request to this.
Your per page is 10.
Yeah, thank you. But we can't use this method because we can't send headers, and we need to send the private token as a header. So, delete this. this is just Go stuff. So like,
Gonna set it up.
yeah, just to set up a request.
Just I saw the string with the square brackets before, and I was wondering how it was used in Go, because it causes warnings in the documentation site when it's written as is.
Okay. Oh, of course. Let's just Go package is quite low level, so you have to set up a bunch of things. So I'm just gonna Google how to do it. As I was
Yeah, no worries. We're both learning.
This part URL. Oops. And we don't want to send it. So, that. So here we're just gonna add the private token header. Value would be this returns.
I like how your editor changes bang equals into not equals.
Yeah, that's a font, and that uses like heterogenes.
Yeah,
So
that's.
even like things like triple equals, it becomes static.
I haven't even seen triple equals before.
Yeah, triple
Cool.
equals is used in JavaScript
Okay.
to make sure the type is checked as well.
Okay.
So let's read the body. Here I'm just doing some error handling just in case.
Yes. It's a good idea. Get.
So here we're creating the request, setting the header correctly, and here we're actually sending the request.
Yeah.
And now here we're gonna read the body. So if we just do theory, this should send us, this should return just a JSON string. Let's see. So if we do go random that code, yeah, we got the whole body here. So we're sending the request. If we print out, let's stop printing the body, and if we just print out the headers, for example, so yes, header, yeah, for example, X total. Let's see how many total. Ah, yes. So on Go, if you declare a variable and you don't use it, the compiler will actually complain. Let's do this. And we're getting a 5.2 in total. So we're getting the correct amount, and we're getting this one as well. So now we need to get the ID, right? Now and Go, the way this is done is through JSON marshalling. So
Yeah.
you just type it, define a struct here. And then we have to marshal it.
And Go just knows.
Yeah, so here, since we set, this is called a struct tab. So
Yeah.
we just set JSON ID. It's gonna take all the JSON data and
Look for ID.
And then since we have an array, we have to have an array. I think that's how to do it. I haven't done any JSON parsing.
Well, yeah, we'll find out.
So JSON. This returns. And here we just print out the specific. Definition array. Let's
Nice.
Yeah, so this is a code to JSON to Go. Just copy the JSON and make you the actual.
Super fast.
Yeah. Let's just do that.
Oh.
Got the
Are they all?
yes. So if we just do it through the EMVs.
What's the underscore?
So the underscore in Go is to ignore the value. So when this is for loop in Go, this is the only looping logic we have in Go. You only have a for loop. You don't have.
Yeah.
The first one is the index, and then the second one is the value. And since we don't care about the index, when you say underscore, the compiler will discard it, discard the value, so it won't keep it in memory.
Okay.
So like this, you're saying, I don't really care about the value, just discard it.
Just loop through.
Yeah, and then env.id. And here we should have all the IDs. Sweet.
Yeah. And then cut that off the end.
And then if we do a line count, we should cut off
506.
Okay. Now, so we've done the sending request part. Now we need, and we got the environment ID as well.
Yeah.
Now inside of this for loop, we need to delete environments by ID. So let's just create delete. And it's going to take an ID, which is an integer. And here we're going to send the actual.
It's funny how easy I find it to follow what you're doing in Go. If you were doing this in Ruby, I think I'd be lost.
Oh yeah, that's don't get me started on that. Like it's so easy to see happening in Go.
Like because I don't even know the language, but just from you know taking basic programming courses in the late '90s, I still know enough to be able to follow this.
Yeah.
Even if I don't understand which calls you're using, I can still figure it out just on the structure.
Yeah, exactly. So with Ruby, you have to have so much context in your brain to actually be.
You have to know the Ruby to understand the Ruby. You can't just sit down and read it.
Exactly. So here I'm just doing some.
You got an expertise in there?
Sorry?
Sprint? Or
sprintf, yeah. As I'm doing it right.
You have a SPTRIN.
Ah, that's one. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
There we go.
Thank you very much. So, this should be. This is just the format it uses to.
Yeah. So, where was that set? Where was the D set?
I set it myself. So here in sprintf, you define a string, and then you define these special values. So my percentage. I want to put integer here.
And that's the ID. Okay, that's after the comma.
Exactly. And then
Okay.
the nil is because I don't want to send them anybody to it.
That's how you did all the errors up above with the V's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So minus percentage V will output the actual type and all that. So if error equals none, we just want to return error. Let's do this. To response.
Is it okay to do 100 in a go? Should you put a weight
Uh,
between one or?
yeah, we'll push it to 50 and then see how that goes. So response. Yeah, I can just. So in Go, you can return two different things at the same time and in the return statement, unlike Ruby or something like that. And that's how Go handles errors. So we want to call delete env for the env.
Yeah, what's RESP?
RESP stands for response in Go. So this is the HTTP response. So we define the delete env here function, right?
Yeah.
That's going to return the response or an error, just in case something happened. And then here we're calling delete env, and the return statements are being stored in this variable and this variable.
Oh, so okay, like I see. So you're returning two variables at the exact same time.
Yeah, Go does support that. Go supports multiple returns. And
so the return below, you've got return nil and error.
Yeah.
So response would be nil, error would be the error. Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
So when you return the error, ideally, like it's expected that these values before the error are just garbage data, so no one really cares about it. So if there's an error, we're just gonna
just say there's an error.
Yeah. And here we're using the percentage deal.
Yeah, and then you'll have two after.
Yeah. So we want to pass the ID there, so we know which environment we failed to delete. And we're gonna just use status code. Let's do.
So if it was a successful request, there'll always be a status code like a 502 or something.
Even if it's not a successful request, the status codes are returned all the time for every request. Now it's up to the developer to return the correct status code. There are like 20, 25 status codes, and they go around 200, 300, 400, and 500.
Yeah.
The 200 ones are usually valid requests when they're successful.
Mm-hmm.
The 300 ones are concerning about redirection and like moved resources and things like that. So when you do a redirection on the docs page, for example, there's going to be a 301 or a 302.
Yeah.
If it's something that the user sent garbage data, for example, we forgot to send the environment ID right, it's going to be somewhere around the 400 responses, HTTP status. If something happened from the backend, let's say the production database is down right now, it would send the 500 error. So that's why when you see GitLab.com having a problem, you start seeing 503s.
500s, yeah.
That means that something happened on the server side.
Gotcha.
And then there's 100 as well. 100 is mostly used for upgrading connection from HTTP to web.
I don't think I've ever seen 100.
You don't really see it because
Yeah.
it's so transparent kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like, it's when you're talking on the wire basically.
Mm.
So delete it.
So is %d an int and %v a string?
%v is the type. So let's take a look at the documentation. So here, %v is the value in a default format when printing structs. The plus flag at feeds made.
Okay.
And then %d.
Yeah, that's just a just
yeah. Yeah. If it's just a string, it's %s. The undetermined bytes.
Okay.
So
yeah, I wasn't sure about the v.
You have all the formats here.
Yeah.
So. Let's just limit it to. Can we limit it to 2?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, default string. But that's not give you a minimum, so let's just do an HTTP just to be sure.
One, two. Hopefully.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. So this was returned. So if we go to GitLab.com, run so after we run,
why are there so many results for that one? That's weird.
As well.
Created in 2015.
Review docs, review docs.
Is it being reused in some way? Oh, could you go back there just 1 second?
Yeah.
Where was it? Last activity at 2019. Last activity at today. That's kind of weird. But created that long ago. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Most of those are used. Weird. All different jobs.
Interesting. So it's under review docs.
Yeah, let's check that one. That makes more sense. Let's try that one.
Yeah. I mean, if we just pass through, it's going to delete both of them, so we'll see what happens. I mean,
yeah,
these are just review docs, so they're not really important.
No, they're not.
If we duplicate, So after we run our Go application, these will return
Yeah.
4. Oh, so
Ooh.
401. Ah, yeah, of course. 401 means for unauthorized.
Unauthorized. Yeah.
So if that is not unauthorized, that means that we're not attaching the paths here to the personal access token. So we just
Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
yeah, and now it goes.
Go for. And then gone and gone.
Nice. Now if we go to
I didn't count how many there was.
yeah, there's 448 now. Before there was around 500. And since the first one had like multiple ones, we deleted multiple environments at the same time. So we can I
Up at 20. You're gonna go all the way.
let's push it to 50.
It's going slow enough that it seems like it's not like overloading the system. It's going at a.
Yeah.
There's some kind of timer, or it's waiting for each request to finish before it's requesting the next one. I thought they were just going to spam it, but it makes perfect sense now.
To do that, we would have to send it concurrently. So something like that. But
gotcha. Yeah, it's waiting for the response before the loop finishes.
Yeah. But I couldn't sufficiently to GitLab itself. And yeah, all the IDs are returning 404. So we actually deleted that.
Yeah, 404 review docs.
So
how many did we delete? We deleted 50. We were at 48 and we're down to 404. So I wonder why it's not quite matching, but it's close.
I think it's not quite matching because if you looked at the review, so the first one, it had multiple environments, right? The one we looked at.
It seems like it would go more, like it would drop faster than 50, not less than 50.
Yeah. Good point. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So ideally, for minus 50, we'd get to 354.
Yeah. I can do that in my head. Thank you very much. I wonder if I refresh while it's happening. Yeah, it's dropping. There could also be a delay. We got down to 358.
Yeah. All of them rows are.
That's a good question. How many rows?
Yeah, let's see. That is
50? Yeah, it's exactly 50.
Yeah.
Weird. They all say 204. Huh.
Unless the counter is messed up in here.
It could be, yeah, if maybe just.
Ah, I know why. Because can it be that the available is not including the stop and we're deleting some stopped ones as well?
Yes, could be. I wasn't looking at development either. Oh no, you're specifically requesting
Yeah,
review, right? Yeah.
yeah, I'm specifically requesting that.
Where was that request? There, review docs. Okay.
I haven't looked at the development one. I think that's something we can do later on.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder how would you list stopped jobs? Yeah, dropping 308. It seems to be doing exactly 46 each time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we went by 46 each job.
Might make sense because maybe that GitLab is not returned. I don't know. I really don't know. But let's push it to we're doing quite well.
If it goes to 92, that's going to be weird. I'd love to do this for the other repos, but it's not like I'm going to have rights to do this, but it's definitely good information. And I just learned a lot in a very short time.
Yeah, no worries. I don't mind. I can send you the code and a snippet, and then like you can mask it if you want. So that's a 200, and we stopped to 20. Let's run it one more time.
The stopped ones are from 2+ years ago.
Oh yeah, it's a really good find that you actually. I don't know how like environments were being stopped. I never really thought about it.
The reason I stumbled on this is I was actually testing the keyboard shortcuts for the keyboard shortcuts doc page. And so I wanted to make sure that it was accurate. So I tested every single keyboard shortcut, and one of them was a shortcut to the environments page. And the first thing that I saw in GitLab CE was 12,000 review doc environments. And I was like, this can't be right. That's got to be, yeah. And then who was it? It was Tom that pointed out that the pipeline stages create and delete have to be in the same stage for it to trigger automatically.
Oh, interesting.
Down to 46, 25 stopped. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. 46.
So that's 1 4 time. We should be free.
Oh, I see. 46 and 4. Oh, you can just leave it at 15. It's not gonna worry about that. Yeah. It's just gonna drop the. I'll put the max. Available 0, stop 0, and it refreshed fast.
Yeah, and as you can see here there's no.
Yeah.
No review docs.
Yeah, it's totally gone. I wonder if I have any merge requests. I can spawn one now. I do have. Oh, there's no docs changes. I can run the job though. Let's just see.
Yeah. Maybe you can share your screen, or do you have a merge request ID?
1554. I already clicked on it, but
okay.
It's yeah, on the end there. Got it. Because from what I heard, the environment is created when the pipeline is created, not when the job is run. So I just want to double check that it's actually creating a new environment, or if you have to rerun the whole pipeline. Yeah, it failed. Let's see. Zero response code 400, ref is empty. Yeah. But then again, that might be because there's no docs. Yeah, there's no docs in this. I forgot that was a CI change, not a docs change. I just wanted to use one of my MRs.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty. There must be some documentation. Balu has one.
Oh, yeah.
He won't mind.
So that's correct.
It was never deployed, this one, I think. It's a manual job.
Yeah, let's create the pipeline for that. Oh man.
Yeah, but the environment should actually be created when the pipeline is created. At least that's what someone told me.
Yes, that will just create the review.
Well, I wonder if I go back.
This is not like a docs pipeline.
Yeah.
You can just push a new branch. Do that. But let's do that quickly. So if I go to the runner, docs, just update, for example.
Evan has one.
Oh, did you find one?
Yeah, 1550. It's one of Evan's, so I figured that'd be docs only. It's got a docs pipeline.
Oh yeah. So let's run that back instead. I will not consider this because that will not fun.
You got a reduce view docs environment created. Actually, Balu's as well.
Ah, nice.
Just took a second for it to show up.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So
there you go.
It's working.
Yeah. Not broken.
Awesome.
Nice. I wonder how many do we have? Docs. This is something that I'm sure Axel will be able to pick up pretty quick. Not that many. We've got 260 in the docs project. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't take very many resources, but it's just nice to have things a little bit clean and not having these things just off in the ether.
Oh yeah.
There for no reason. It's annoying.
I completely agree. They're not harming anyone, but they're annoying at the same time. So let's just copy paste this code.
Oh, nice. Thanks. I didn't think about doing that, but that's a very good idea.
I'll send it to you. Slack. Stop sharing screen.
Yep. I didn't think to check when it was listing. Was it listing by any particular pattern? Like, was it by the oldest or by
I
the
think
ID
it, I think it lists by ID number.
which should be oldest to newest, I guess.
Yeah, should be.
That would be just in your output log.
Yeah, let me show
If the numbers are always going bigger, then that's what it was.
Let me show this. That's how it was. So from 8.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's that means that you can just do, if you just do 50, you're just going to do the oldest 50, and then you can.
Exactly.
That's a really good way just to clean up. If you end up with a bunch of environments not by mistake, and you just end up with a bunch of closed environments, you could just say, yeah, let's clean up the oldest 100 for
example. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So I think that's it. That's all of it.
That's it. That was fast. That was amazing. Thank you very much. I learned a lot. I'm glad you did it in Go. Even though I don't know it, I could at least follow it.
I don't know, Ruby. We would have been till like 9 p.m. your time to figure out how to.
But yeah, I'm sure someone who's been using Ruby for years would have been bloop, and it would have been done, but we wouldn't have known what was going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me stop recording.
Yeah.